What's going on, guys? Hurricane here. Today we will be spectating Slick Sloth 1488. They're in an Object 268, battle rating 7.0, rank 5. Their team consists of USA, Russia, and Israel. The other team has Germany, Great Britain, Japan, China, and France. And they're playing Domination in the Aral Sea. Now, these videos are to help you guys out by providing a hindsight point of view. Hopefully, this shows you what works and what doesn't work. So it looks like he is spawning off the lower left corner spawn. He is going pushing straight into the alpha cap. He is in a Object 268, which is a tank destroyer and has very good frontal protection. So you can probably go toe to toe with a lot of tanks out here. But he still has to be careful because they do have Ratels and other vehicles that are like the PZH 2000 that'll be able to, if not pen it directly, then just pen the top of it. So just got to be careful. But he is pushing forward. And it looks like one of the other enemy teams is already being pinged by one of his own players, probably the T-92. And this is what it looks like without the markers. Panther right in front of him takes a pause. So he initially had a little bit of a glitch, but again, Panther right in front of him and takes a shot. First kill, crew knocked out. Beautiful shot on the Panther. Amazing shot, and just keeps going. So he did stop just a tad just to be able to take that shot, but kept it going right in front of him. Tiger 2, actually pretty far on the other side. He's on the other side of the building. Gonna be able to receive that, but another Fernandad right there. So he'll probably go toe to toe with the Fernandad. And then Mouse. He's two Mouses, so he's got to be careful with those. AMX M4. Gotta also be careful with everything. So I basically, at this point, you gotta be careful with absolutely everything. And the AMX, you saw that right there. You saw the shot. I mean, it was just kind of like a. Oh, of course, we were able to see that shot come in. I mean, we were able to see the tank beforehand, but that tank just came in. You can see right at the bottom in the lower front plate. It just penetrated right through with no issues whatsoever. But alas, he's coming back in the T-44 100 and he's searching around. Now it looks like I love love these body pillows. Never got one myself, but amazing, absolutely amazing. Nice little snake, two body pillows, doing amazing. Love it. The enemy team does have the Bravo cap. They're still fighting over Alpha and Charlie, but it looks like he is pushing through. I do like that he's using his binoculars to kind of search around and look around to see what is available to him, what he can go ahead and try to fight. And pushing up through this middle side. Now, with this one, you're either going like toe to toe directly with people on the A cap, or you're kind of going through the buildings and you can shoot through the city and just kind of work your way building to building. But looks like he does want to go back to the Alpha, but is taken through the right side of a little bit, just kind of between Alpha and Bravo, or a little bit to the left. And got to see what's in front of him. That's one of his teammates. Mouse right there just took that teammate out. So, and I think at this point, you got to kind of strategically figure out what you want to do with the Ferdinand. Do you want to start going head to head? Can you even go head to head with the Mouse and these other tanks? Because Germany at this battle rating does have a lot of heavy tanks that never came into full production, but yet again, they're here. And with a rightly angled tank or a rightly angled mouse, it's going to be very difficult to hit that. It does have a G6 to the left of him that can probably help take out. Unfortunately for him, the Soviet T-4400 is struggling to get the depression that it needs. He did switch over to his armor penetrating round instead of his APHE, but it looks like he does have a Tiger 2 and a couple of Tigers, a CA3, and the mouse is still active and right there. So it does look like he is trying, or at least is going to try to push for that mouse to try to get maybe the right angle on it. T29 over right here is his teammate, is looking to go head to head with the mouse. I don't like this, and this is, oh, terrible. This is the same thing that happened to him before, where he basically just exposed his lower front plate, took a shot at the track, but it didn't do anything. It basically just didn't do anything at all. So he did waste that APCR round on the track, and Miles kept going, had no issues whatsoever. M50 over on his left side, T92 on MacDivish, and he's still kind of pushing forward. Now his team did actually cap the Bravo cap, and it's the only cap that has been capped since the beginning of the game. It's because they're still fighting over Alpha and Charlie. Although it does look like he is doing the right thing on here and kind of getting a good angle on this mouse. It is pinged by one of his teammates. He takes a shot. Uh, somebody does take out one of the mouses, but it was not him. Nope, it was the mouse. Mouse destroyed, and then 50 and a couple other vehicles. So mouse is still active. P-47 came in and bombed that mouse. But he took a shot directly from the mouse. Unfortunate for him, though, he did get his track taken out. Takes a shot on the mouse. Not able to penetrate, a little bit too low and a little bit too left. I do see where he was trying to go. He was trying to go for the direct cheek on that one, but it looks like he is going to be stuck right here. And that's unfortunate for him because he's not going to be able to do anything with that mouse's two barrels. I mean, he can pop smoke, and that's wonderful, but you're not really gonna be able to do anything with those as long as those two. Look at the size of that round. He's just pushing through. With those two barrels, you got to be careful. You either take both out, or you take one out, or you just kind of try to coordinate the best with your team, and then hopefully, or if not, get a plane up in the air. And it looks like Slick Sloth decides to come back in a ZSU 57 too. What's going on, guys? Hurricane here. Just wanted to take a quick break from the video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and watching these videos, liking and commenting as well. My goal is to improve the video quality from 1080p to all the way to 4K. I want to be able to justify getting better equipment, so I am reaching 1,000 subscribers. If you guys are able to help me out with that, subscribing if you can, sharing it with your friends, and commenting and liking. All these videos are free. I don't charge for anything, and I don't charge for you able to spectate your video to post it on here and give you guys also some shout outs as well. So everything is appreciated, and back to the game. Now we've seen this one under BPA John a couple videos ago. He did very well with it, pushed straight forward and just kind of started obliterating everybody left and right. He was in the Chinese version of the ZSU, but same concept, same information. He's doing very well. Now it looks like he's decided to say, you know what, I'm just going to go over and try to cap the Charlie cap because there is somebody that is holding the enemy team away from the Charlie cap on his team, which is an M56. Yeah, this is the M56. So that M56 is holding the Charlie cap kind of at bay from the enemy team, at least fully preventing them from even pushing it. And it looks like he's just taking that advantage. And I do like that. I mean, again, you're rather than going and like trying to get like a revenge kill on the mouse and or doing something that maybe it might satisfy you, but it won't really do much for the team itself. He's decided to say, you know what, let's go ahead and cap this Bravo cap, and that way we can go ahead and win as a team because it does. Never mind, he didn't. He decided to not go up the Charlie cap, but I think it's because of this plane. He wants to be careful. He wants to make sure that he does get this plane out of the way before he starts shooting it or before capping it. And that was actually a good decision. Does have to lead it a little bit better. There he is, kind of leading a little bit better, but he's moving around a little bit too much. Not really getting that lead on him. And it does look like he did get his track yellow, and now he's officially capping the Charlie cap. So I like this. I like that he's capping it because, again, it's to help out your team, not just yourself. It's a team game. And I like that he is being a part of it by capping the Charlie cap because the enemy team did cap the Alpha cap. So, does cap it officially right there. Beautiful on his side. He has one cap, two kills, two deaths, but he's doing pretty well. His team did die, the M56 earlier that we saw that was kind of holding everybody else back from this side. So he does have to kind of be careful with that. Bomb came in. Oh, dropped it right on him. IL-28. I don't think he dropped it right on him, but he did get very close. But oh man, got to be careful with that. I mean, planes are up in the air. Start looking up at the sky and start trying to see what is available to you. You got to be careful with that, especially because you kind of are out wide open. Slick Sloth comes back and an SU 122.54 and immediately takes somebody out. Takes out a Panther. Beautiful shot from being able to get into his. Oh my goodness. What was that? AMX-13. I hate those little things. I hate those little AMX-13s because they're so small and so annoying. But does take him out. Does kind of get through that flank. It looks like the Bravo cap is lost. It's basically gonna be lost essentially. But now he's got to be careful coming out of his spawn, and that's kind of what sucks at on this map is once kind of they take Bravo you're kind of stuck and they can kind of push through and start flanking. His team did lose the Charlie cap. It looks like the enemy team is officially capping Charlie, and no one is out there to try to hold on to that Charlie cap. Plane is coming in to try to drop a bomb on whoever's on the Charlie cap, but now Bravo is being lost too. And it looks like a big issue with this team was trying to fight those mouses. There's still one alive. They still have Tiger 2s. They still have, yep, the Tigers 2. The AMX-10P is still active, so you got to be careful with that. But it looks like he's coming up over on the opposite side trying to get around. He could probably take out the mouse with this one if he shoots it at the right angle and the right time. But we'll see what he's able to do. I think this is definitely one of the newer vehicles actually that also came in from the Soviet line. There's a Tiger 2, there's an MX, and he doesn't really see them. But look, I mean, his I know a lot of people like to pay for or have like these little nice cool designs. I don't. I absolutely do not like exposing myself. Good on him for identifying this tank that's right there in front of him. Somehow aimed it too low though and didn't get anything at all. It wasn't able to take out that AMX-10, but it did look like an M56 was able to come in and kind of clean him out. He at least identified him, which is good for his team, but it does look like now that his team is now pushing straight onto the Alpha Cap. I like that he's kind of clearing the sides over here, again, looking through his binoculars, kind of trying to identify further out the tanks that are out there and pushing forward past the cap because I know a lot of people will try to once they lose that cap. There's another Ferdinand misses, no lead whatsoever. Hopefully he's able to reload and take a shot at this tank right here, which is an M26. Misses, hits the tree. Oh, his aim's not that good. It's not good at all. He could have had several times where he could have came in and just taken out tanks and easily because this tank just or this artillery piece essentially is very fast in the reloads, and he just wasn't able to capitalize on that. He did get taken out. Unfortunate, but it does look like his team did cap the Alpha and Charlie cap, thankfully, but they still have lost the Bravo cap. Comes back in a BTR ZD. I'm liking this guy because he is coming in, he's not quitting, he's doing everything he can to continue to play. He has one cap, three deaths, or three kills, five deaths. And sometimes you have games like this, but you know what? I'm glad that he's sticking to it. He's continually coming back in. He's not coming out trying to come into the plane and then losing all of his spawn points. He's doing everything he can. Beautiful shot on that. Takes out the IL-28. Beautiful on him, or at least takes out the one of the engines. Well, he'll get that kill for sure. He will 100% get that kill. Good on him. Good shots. I'm glad he was able to react fast enough and that the IL-8 didn't have anything to be able to take him out. But yeah, the IL-8 is done. So pushing forward, his team does lose the Charlie Cap. That mouse is still active. That mouse is still active. Yak Tiger over on the other side, M26, who's what killed him earlier. Now he's got to pick his poison on this one because he's not going to be able to. I mean, you can help with taking out the mouse. You can definitely take out the tracks and then also both of the cannon barrels. But you got to be careful. You got to be faster doing that. And I think it is possible to do that with it. M50 right there is kind of chilling. I don't think he's alive and active, but hopefully he does start taking out that mouse. If not, that mouse is just going to continue going back and forth, left and right, and pushing. But it does look like one of his teammates is capping the Bravo cap now. Good on him. Jag Tiger's still there. Yeah, it's the M56 that's on the Bravo cap right now. Or actually the M50. But Ferdinand, another. And this is. Ooh, mouse. Now, you could have seen on the map that he was there. Unfortunate for him, he did not look at it, and you have to be careful. Knowing that the mouse is still alive, he's gone, he's out of the game. But knowing that the mouse is still alive, you know he's in this little pocket right here. And from there, that mouse can control so much left and right. He does have very slow turret rotation speed, so that would be advantageous, but he also has a good team that's backing him up from the sides. But losing Alpha, lost Bravo, lost Charlie. Let's see if anyone is still active and alive. He is Veratos. What's his information? Veratos at the bottom, hasn't done squat diddly, 00000. What are you doing, my friend? Level 100. I was not expecting that. Level 100, fully got through, it seems, the German line, and he's just kind of chilling in this little corner, hoping, I think, to take out the mouse as it comes by. And he can. He definitely has the pen for it. He has the pen to be able to take out the mouse. Look at all that. And also the amount of rounds. But it does sound like he's got a vehicle coming from behind him. So he does have to be careful with that. Ratos is now pushing through. Got to be careful. Don't just push through willy-nilly. Look around. And maybe he's able to get the flank on the mouse. There's a Yag. There is a Fernandad. Beautiful. Takes a couple shots. Takes a couple more shots. Got to just start shooting the rest of your things. Beautiful. Got that. Nice little flank. But, I mean, he's literally only got... Look at Jack Tiger to his right. Doesn't see it. This is what he sees. You see the smoke? You see that right in front of him? You hear the Yag Tiger. He could have easily turned right into the Yag Tiger and taken him out. I don't know why he's not doing that. What is he waiting for? That's curious. That is very curious. I think, what is he going back to his spot? Like, what are you doing, my friend? Veratos, my friend, you're level 100. You should know what to do. You could have heard that Yag Tiger coming right by, but he didn't. And I think he's going to look to push through the Bravo cap. But the thing is that the enemy team has essentially kind of pushed all the way to the spawn, and there's not really many people active on his side. There is an ASU that is on the Charlie, him, and then the plane up in the air, which is the F3D1. He might be looking to push the Bravo, but he's just driving way too slow for it. Oh, this was a tough one. But what did you guys learn? Did you learn anything? What I've seen that can be improved is peek a little bit more, kind of a little bit focused. I do like that Slicksoft was looking through his binoculars a good amount of time, but also realized that the depression on Russian tanks is trash. And if you can't get the right depression, or at least if you're trying to see what's in front of you or trying to get over a hill, I would say avoid that hill, especially at this, because the angles are like, it's such a kind of close combat. Once you go toe to toe on the A cap, you want to not fully expose your underside. It's because it's going to be the most weakest. I did like that he did keep coming back and coming back and coming back, but it's just his kill to death ratio was too low for him to be able to do anything else. He did get the cap that helped him out to get more spawn points, but it wasn't enough to just continue the fight. And then Veratos had one kill, and it wasn't even the mouse. It was a Frenerdad, and he could have gotten number 2 with the Yak Tiger to his right, but he didn't do that. He just kind of sat there. What's going on with you, my friend? But like and comment your tips and suggestions. Subscribe if you want to see more spectating videos. If you want me to spectate your video, send me your username and a session ID for the replay you want me to spectate. Otherwise, I will spectate a random video. Have a good one.